now available in paperback and e-readers, The Temptation of John Haynes. Give in to temptation and pick up this action-packed African-American paranormal romance. Get The Temptation of John Haynes in paperback and e-readers today. Better get the coleslaw, y'all, because we're having us a barbecue. I recently did a video talking about the dust-up between Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. And on the 5150 podcast that Corey Holcomb hosts, he invited conservative pundit Anton Daniels to debate him. And as they were having the debate, this is where Anton Daniels decided to go into an ad hominem attack. And as he went into this ad hominem attack, telling him that he fillets the black community after Corey Holcomb challenged him as related to criticizing white men. This is where both men got into a heated exchange that was seen on social media and basically went viral. Now, as it went viral, people were talking, but it was not a good look for black men or black masculinity, and I would have to say that black masculinity took yet another L based on the extremely dysfunctional behavior that Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb participated in during that whole debate. Now, I really can't call it a debate because what was happening here was that Anton Daniels, I believe, was being extremely disingenuous and wasn't really looking to argue talking points as related to a debate. No, what he wanted to do was look to create an argument between himself and Corey Holcomb in an effort to try to gain clicks and views for himself. And he also went out here looking to start that argument in the same way that the late Charlie Kirk used to do as related to his so-called approach to debating. Now, the late Charlie Kirk, back when he was alive, he would go out here looking to start arguments with people and then look to try to take a superior position by getting people emotional and riled up. And as he looked to get people emotional and riled up, what happened was he managed to get himself to be able to control these people through their feelings. Now, as Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb had this argument and this heated exchange, again, it was not a good look for black men and basically breathed brand new life into racist stereotypes about black men not being able to be civil, not being able to communicate in a reasonable manner with each other as related to a disagreement, and further reinforce the narrative that black men basically have no semblance of self-control as related to their emotions. Because what happened here is that both of these men, as they were getting emotional, again, did not present a positive example of black manhood and black masculinity as related to things. No, what they did was reinforce the narratives that white racists want to see regarding black men, and that's one of the reasons why that entire podcast went viral, because most of these people basically came to see a pair of black men bickering, arguing, and getting loud and out of control. And as they saw these black men getting loud, argumentative, and out of control, it basically reinforced their stereotypical ideas about black men and basically made black men look bad as a collective. Because when one or two black males again acts bad on a public forum, it affects all black men, and this is something that Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb were not thinking about as related to their presentation, but it's something that I think about when I go on the air, whether it be with my YouTube videos or whether I go on shows like when I used to make appearances on Obsidian Radio, or I would make appearances on platforms like Mr. Chris and Company, or with Gboot 2786 before I had my heart attack. Before I had my heart attack, I would go out here and I would understand that I would be presenting myself and also presenting an image of black manhood and black masculinity. And this is why I always made an effort to maintain self-control. And this is what black men need to understand. Again, we have to maintain control of ourselves when we are on public platforms, because we are not just being judged as individuals, we are also being judged as a collective. That's something Anton Daniels doesn't understand. I mean, Anton Daniels, in and of himself, I got issues with him as related to statements he's made where he says, I'm a Christian first and black second. No, well, I am a Christian who believes that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and God raised him from the dead, but I know that I am black first, again, as related to this white supremacist country. Yes, I am a Christian who believes in God, but I'm not going to deny my blackness. I'm not going to deny what I was born. No, you wouldn't see an Israelite deny that they are Israeli, and they wouldn't go on a stage to do that. But Anton Daniels, again, went on that stage and again showed me a terrible example of black manhood as related to integrity. I mean, he showed me a terrible example of a black man as related to integrity, because he basically went out here and didn't acknowledge his blackness. He wanted to, again, look to be one of these black males who wanted to assimilate into white society. That's what he believes he can do. Anton Daniels is one of those black males who doesn't want to be black, but doesn't understand that basically white supremacy uses a guy like him as a tool, and he basically wants to be used as a tool, thinking that he's an individual and thinks that he can pull the same slick tricks that Charlie Kirk participated in as related to debating, because Charlie Kirk was pulling the same type of smarmy scheme where he would go on different places looking to, again, start arguments with people who didn't know better and look to get those people upset and riled up. And as he looked to get those people upset and riled up, again, he would look to, again, make himself look to be superior, and then go out here and go on other platforms talking about how great he is. And that's what Anton Daniels looked to do, but he wasn't looking like he was superior. No, he basically made black men look bad. I mean, I look at his behavior again, and I just see it as, again, extremely dysfunctional, because one, he had no integrity. He didn't come to that debate in an honest fashion. Two, he went out here talking about stuff that, again, is disrespectful to another man to his face. I mean, to say you were going to, again, say that a black male is, again, participating in this sodomite behavior, again, that's a disrespect to a black man directly to his face. And when I look at a dude like that, I have to wonder if he's sexually suspect, especially when was in a place where he had an interview with the booty warrior, Fleece Johnson. I'm looking at this dude, Anton Daniels, and again, he's looking real sexually suspect and effeminate, because, again, like I said in the previous video, only an effeminate man is going to let a statement like that come out of his mouth. A man who's sexually suspect, that's the only one who's going to let a statement like that come out of his mouth, because a heterosexual man, again, who is secure in his manhood, yeah, he may get heated, he may get emotional, but he going to maintain control over him as related to himself, not to be saying no stuff like that. No, a heterosexual man ain't going to be saying no stuff like that. No, not at all. And again, this is where I got my beef with Anton Daniels, who again made black men look bad as a collective, and really again was just his integrity. I got issues with it. Again, this was not a man of good character whatsoever. And when it comes to Corey Holcomb, I just look at that brother and again see him as an inexperienced brother who needs some guidance from older brothers like myself as related to being and having a podcast, because I've been doing live streams for about 5 years. I've been making appearances on different shows like Kid Organic, Jibu 2786, Chris and Company, and Obsidian Radio. And again, I understand that when I'm out here, I have to carry and conduct myself in a way that presents a positive image of black manhood, a positive image of black masculinity. Now, that may not get clicks and views from many of the white racists and those who want to see the image of black men looking loud and out of control, but I understand that I have to present a positive image of black men as related to black manhood and black masculinity, because I got a lot of young viewers watching my channel. I mean, I have viewers telling me that they let their kids watch my channel, they let their teenage kids watch my channel, and I gotta go out here and try to keep, that's one of the reasons why I try to keep the language to a minimum. That's one of the reasons why I try to keep things, PG-13, where there's not much profanity, and I just try to, again, present a positive image, because people put my videos on the televisions in their house. They let their kids sit there and watch it, and again, I understand I'm presenting an image of black manhood and black masculinity, and occasionally, yeah, I do drop a curse here and there if I'm angry about a subject, and I don't really like cursing whatsoever, but what I want to do, again, is I understand as a black man, I'm representing black men as a collective. I'm representing black manhood. And Corey gotta learn that when you go out here and you have a podcast, again, you gotta, again, maintain your composure, because many of these racists and their adjacent bootlicks like Anton Daniels, what they will do is look to get you riled up, look to get you upset, look to get you in your feelings. And as they get you in your feelings, what they do is, again, look to get you to act out. This is something that many black men don't really understand. When you're out here and you are a professional, people want to get you to act out and get yourself acting crazy out here, because what they want to do is see that reaction from you that reinforces their ideas about black men being violent, about black men being out of control, about black men, again, having no self-control. And you have to go out here and maintain your composure, because you have to show the world that when you're a black man, again, you can handle your business like a man. That's something I've had to do ever since I was 13 years old, after I almost got arrested for fighting over a comic, and I've had to maintain my composure in lots of situations. I mean, I remember when a boss told me that he had no place for me in his organization at the lunch, and I maintained my composure as related to that situation. I remember when I got fired from a law firm job, again, they were expecting a display of me acting out. Same thing when I was at City College. They was expecting a display, but I just walked out in all of those situations, again, preserving my integrity as a man, walking away like a man, because men, again, when we go out here, we gotta, again, maintain our integrity, maintain our composure. Again, we gotta learn how to navigate through our emotions where, yeah, I am feeling upset because a person, again, said something disrespectful, but I'm not gonna act in a way that winds up, again, reinforcing stereotypes about our collective, and act in a way that basically could eventually wind up jamming you up. I mean, that's what Corey Holcomb has to learn, that I learned back when I was about 13. Again, you got to learn to maintain your composure, because, again, people will try to start something with you, like these bootlicks like Anton Daniels, and many of these white racists out here, they're going to look to try things. Even these women will look to try things, but a man, when he goes out here, he understands, okay, they gonna try to start something, but the way I'm gonna finish it is to maintain my composure and maintain my face. I'm gonna maintain my composure and maintain my face so that I go out here looking like I want to look, and again, showing my integrity as a man. And that's not what we saw on that 5150 show. No, what we saw was black males going berserk, and again, participating in behavior that reinforced stereotypes that racists want to see, because racists loved seeing, again, Corey Holcomb going berserk on Anton Daniels. All of Anton Daniels' homies in the white community were basically, again, having a good old time watching him go out here and get emotional like that. And that's, again, one of the reasons why that video went viral, and a video that I did on Fox Soul where I stood up against all these bootlicks as related to the color purple. I mean, the way I presented and handled myself on that show, people still talk about it because they say, look, the way he handled it and stood up for black men, again, that showed example of black manhood and how you do things. Because when you're on these shows, yeah, there are people who are going to push your buttons. There are people who are going to try to look to get you upset. But you have to understand you are representing yourself. You are representing your brand, your business, and your reputation. And what's going to be the thing that gets you respect is you respecting yourself enough to understand that you're not going to go out here and go to their level. No, you're going to bring people up to your level. And again, maintain your standard as related to behavior. Maintain your standard as related to composure. That's something I had to do on an Obsidian show where they were talking about passports and getting emotional. Again, men, maintain their composure and don't let people get them emotional. We don't let people get us riled up. No, we take control of the situation, and that's exactly what Corey Holcomb didn't do. Again, it was his show, and this guy basically, again, took over his own show. You never let a man take over anything that's yours, because that's where you come from, a position of weakness. No, you always maintain composure, because this is you out here representing you. And again, what we saw on that show, a lot of people still talking about it, but the way I'm talking about it is from a professional standpoint as a black man. And as a black man, I was deeply saddened to see these two black males basically acting like King Kong versus Godzilla. I mean, I was deeply saddened to see two black men arguing on a podcast, again, making black men look bad all over the world and presenting an example of black men that fits racist stereotypes and does not show us as the best we can be. And that's just the sad part about that whole situation, is that we just saw more berserk black male behavior. And again, that's what the racists want to see. They love it because it's entertainment for them. They don't want to see it like me being civil with Mr. Chris or me being civil with GBoot2786. I mean, if you watch those live streams or you watch me with Kid Organic, you will see an intelligent black man. And again, intelligent black man having a discussion with black men. And I remember I did a comic show with a Puerto Rican guy. Again, civil discussion. Nobody want to talk about that because it don't fit the narrative. That's not going to get the clicks and views because I'm not acting all crazy and wilding out. Again, watching somebody wild out is something many people want to see from a black man. They want to see a black man losing control. But we have to understand we can't be out here like that. No, we can't be out here like that. We got to put our best face forward and show everybody that when it comes to black men, we can present a positive image of black manhood and black masculinity and show an example of how a leader behaves and show an example of a man who understands how to behave in a way that shows excellence and shows strength of character. Now, if you want to pick up some of my books on the SJS Direct imprint that basically deal with men's issues, you can find those books on Amazon.com, along with my John Haynes series books and my novel The Temptation of John Haynes, which presents a positive image of black manhood and black masculinity. You can pick up all of those books on Amazon.com, along with other platforms like Barnes & Noble, Google Play, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you'd like to see me continue to stay on the air and present a positive image of black manhood and black masculinity, you can drop a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the link in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, Taking Care of Business. The man who rules the world breaks in a brand new partner to help him take care of business in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Taking Care of Business at paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes' Illuminati, the man who rules the world, takes on the head of the global elite in this all-new action-packed John Haynes series adventure. Get your copy of John Haynes' Illuminati in paperback and e-readers at Amazon.com and online booksellers everywhere. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.